Hello to all of you, my name is Maxim and in this video I am going to comment the news from the 13th January of 2023 from the Ukraine war. Today we have some interesting news and we will see the map. And the Russians have bombed Kherson with incendiary ammunition. Also we have reports that in this area the Ukrainians are fighting in the Kimborn split. Also the Ukrainians are fortifying Zaporizhzhstal, which is like Azovstal, a metallurgic plant, but in Zaporizhzhia Oblast, because they think that the Russians can make another attack with the mobilized Mobiks in this area. Also, they are fortifying the first one and the second line of defense near Zaporizhzhia, because they expect in some months a Russian attack. The Russians are selling all the first line of defense from the Ukrainians and are trying to break through in those positions, near Pavlivka and near Huliapole. And near Donetsk, they are trying to surround the Ukrainian troops from the back. Also, we have bombings on all this area of the front line in Donetsk and Luhansk, and the Russians made slow counter-offensive in Soledar and took the 99% of the village. This village has, before the war, 800 of people living in them, and is very small. The Russians has destroyed every house in the village. It's without anything. The front line is now like that, and the Ukrainians are making a second line of defense in the river, which will be so painful to the Russians cross over it. Also, they tried to make a counterattack from Yakovlivka to this area, and the Ukrainians cannot make it because the Russians have a lot of Mobiks. Also, now it's confirmed that the Ukrainians are trying to surround Kremina, and which I said that those area was liberated by the Ukrainians in the forest. Also, are reports of this night of shots in the central, south and north part of Kremina, which means that the Ukrainians are not frontally attacking and they are trying to surround the village. The Ukrainians are entering a lot of parts of Kremina and the Russians are saying that the Ukrainians are winning terrain in this area. Also, now it's confirmed that Piszczane and Czerwonopopivka was liberated by the Ukrainians because today the Russians said in these news reports that the Russians made artillery fire to these villages and if it is Russian, they will not throw shells to their own village. So it's now confirmed that the Ukrainians liberated also Tokarivka in the north part. Also, the Russians are selling Kharkiv near the front line and Sumy region near the front line in the north part of the front line. And now it's also reported that the Russians are sending echelons via these railways to Belarus, to Hostomel and Brest. And they are sending Moviks like tanks and such things like that to make another attack to the north part of Ukraine. Why it's bad? Because it fixed the Ukrainian soldiers in this part to defend it. But the Ukrainians now are prepared, not like the first time, and they are deployed. Also, they made a lot of strongholds and defensive positions in all those parts, and the Russians and the Belarusian army is a shit, and they will cannot advance. Also, the Ukrainians destroy the bridges. We have a very important news is that the AMX-10RC will be in Ukraine by March. That was said by the French Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu, and Ukrinform say it also. And the United States announced that the training of Ukrainian soldiers in the Bradley has started today and in some weeks, not months, will be in Ukraine fighting, says the Pentagon. And it is very important. Thank you for watching my video, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you in the next time. Bye bye.